I don't remember much of my mom's suicide. I actually don't remember much of my childhood at all. I only remember snippets of where my memory should be. I remember her calming voice, her hazel eyes containing only just a touch of green, like a cabin in the forest. Both welcoming and endearing, pulling you into its hospitality. My mother was a very gentle and considerable person. I would have never pictured her to be struggling with issues of her own. She never showed any signs of wanting to die. Then again, if she did, I doubt I'd remember. Her hazel eyes containing only just a touch of green, now not so lively, staring out into the nothing, blood seeping below her. I remember staring at her, someone taking pictures while another starts to get a white blanket ready to put over her, as if that would delete the image already implanted in the small storage of my memories. I remember being frustrated. Why did they have the right to take pictures of my mother as if she hadn't just felt her life slowly drift off without her? Z, how's school? Lizzie. My dad hired her to stay at the house and babysit me since apparently even my presence is too much for him. I see him every so often when he gets home late at night from work trips. At this point, I think he just stays in different places to get away from me. To get away from the hate he has not for his daughter, but my mother's. The times I do see him, he swears he loves me and that he's doing what's best for both of us. If that were true, he wouldn't have to leave. I can see the hate in his eyes when he looks at me, the way his body tenses when he gets too close. He barely talks to me. The only time he talks to me is when he has something for me to do or to lecture me. His lectures involving something in his hand and some makeup to cover the bruises for school the next day. I put my bag in the same spot as I always do, under the mirror directly next to the front door in front of the steps. I glance at my hair in the mirror before going towards Lizzie. Same as always. She walks past me and grabs my lunchbox from my bag before coming back. I lean against the table knowing the next conversation we're about to have. I hate this conversation and I always avoid it. You didn't eat anything. Again. This is the 4th day you haven't touched your lunch. I can't keep making things up for your father. You have to eat, Z. She gave me one of those concerned mom looks my actual mom would have probably given me if she was still, alive. I told you. Ollie keeps bringing me food. It's not my fault he doesn't listen to me. I've ate. I lied. I don't deserve it. I make my way to the stairs to go up to my room and glance back at the mirror before I go up the first step. This time, at the way my body contorts itself. I hate that I do this to myself, but I can't help it. I can't seem to bring myself to it. The thought of food makes me feel nauseous. I have to force myself to eat, and every time I do, eventually it ends up somewhere outside of my stomach. Although I try not to starve myself for too long, I know I still need it to survive. But sometimes I wonder if I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe then my father would actually pay attention to me. Maybe then he would love me. I lay in bed and talk to Ollie till 8, the time I usually get pills shoved down my throat if I refuse to take them willingly myself. Another way my father gives me the honor of his presence. Oliver is my boyfriend, the only person who actually seems to care about what I have to say in my own life. The only person I actually trust to stay, no matter what either of us go through. I'm here for him, and he is here for me. That's all we need. We talk about anything and everything every night. It's comforting. Like it doesn't matter how I act, he still cares. Like he still loves me. All of me. With the words I can't find, he makes sentences. I don't know how I lived without his presence, and I don't want to have a reminder. Z? Lizzie knocks on my door. I look at the clock on my nightstand at the time of night I will forever hate. I hang up on Ollie, tell him I'll call him later, and open the door. I'm sorry. I know you hate taking these. Do I have to? Take it. I don't want to get your father. I roll my eyes. She's lucky I see her as my substitute mother. I take the pills in her hand and stare at them for a second. The different colors in my palm. What even are these? Has Dad ever told me? I look at Liz. Do you know what they are? I wasn't told what they were for, no. Just told that it's important for you to take them and that they're good for you. The bottles they're usually in are prescribed to you, so I've never had a reason to ask. Just take them, please. I put them in my mouth and drank the water from the cup in her other hand that wasn't containing the mysterious pills. Thank you. She takes back the cup, turns away to go back downstairs, and I close the door, leaning back against it. I take the pills I hid under my tongue and look at them as they sit in a similar spot in my hand as they were before. The reason I hated these were not only because my father wouldn't take no for an answer, but because they made me feel like I was looking through a window at a life that wasn't mine. I didn't feel like me, like I was stuck in my own mind, restrained from actually being myself. I've taken them my entire life. Not a single day has gone by where I was able to not take it. Then again, I never try to fake it like I just did. I don't know what they are, and I don't know what they do. So what would happen if I just stopped? It's been a few days since I started to hide my said medications in my pillowcase. I'm starting to actually feel free. Tonight I've decided to sneak out to a party happening down the street. It took a good bit, but I finally convinced Ollie to go with me. I plan to wear that silky light green dress Mom used to wear when we had somewhere nice to go. I loved that dress on her. I waited till 8 to be able to hide away my mental prison and snuck out the window. Dad installed a ladder when I was in 4th grade when we had to make an escape plan in case of emergencies as a project. I looked down at Mom's silky dress shining underneath the streetlights as I walked down the road toward the house blaring music containing already drunk underage students on the lawn. I find Ollie in a red Solo cup filled with a questionable drink and I drag him to where the music originates. I feel the bass vibrate through the air, the need to dance going through me. I'm finally being able to live like a normal teen. The heat of the people around me as it gets more crowded, the more the music turns into more popular and more likable songs. My mind empty as I get on a table to get more room to dance. The questionable liquid in my cup already almost gone, the room spinning even when I stand still. I'm losing my balance on my feet. I don't feel right. I lost Oliver a while ago in the crowd. I get off the table to go find him when I start to panic when I can't see him anywhere. I start to push my way past the crowd, stumbling my way through the unknown house when I finally got to the front door. I make my way outside and find Ollie sitting on the lawn, back against the wall before I feel my weight fall. And everything goes black. I wake up a few hours later, the crescent moon still above me in an area I don't recognize. I look around me trying to figure out where I am, only to find dumpsters and alleyways. I look down at myself. The light silky green dress that once made my mother look ravishing, now stained in a reddish blood-looking substance. My hands dry yet sticky. What did I do? I head toward the street and I realize where I am. I'm only a block away from home. I start to make my way, hyperventilating, scared. Am I hurt? I give myself quick glances as I speed up. Besides being covered, I seemed fine. I started to run. I don't know if I was running to get home or to get away from whatever happened. If the blood wasn't mine, whose was it? I got home and locked the front door behind me as if something or someone was chasing me. Where were you? I turn around to a voice deeper than Lizzie's. Dad's home. He looks at me the same way he always does, despite the stickiness on me. The urge to scrub my skin off stronger than ever. He's standing just inside the doorway to the kitchen. I go toward him. If there was a designated time for him to actually care, this would be it. This should be it. I need him. I made a mistake leaving. I don't know what happened, but the closer I get, the more he backs away from me. I just need him to love me, to comfort me. I take a few steps closer. He stumbles against the kitchen counter. Dad, please don't be mad. I made a mistake. I get it. I deserve to be punished. Just please. I need you. I need my dad. I step closer to a little farther than arm's length. He grabs a knife from the counter and points it at me. Only then do I realize his hands were shaking. I look closer at his face, the same facial expression I've always gotten, only now I don't see the anger I usually see. He's scared of me. Z. I stand still. If it's you, if you're conscious, back up. I stared at him for a second. Whatever did I do to get him to fear me? Tears start to go down my face. I can't help it. My brain has yet to process what happened a few hours ago, let alone this. I back up hesitantly. He breathes out a desperate breath, as if he's been holding it in for a while. He lowers the knife, but keeps it in his hand. Go up to my room, since you can't be trusted in your own. I'll be up in a second. I go to his room and close the door behind me. I sit in the middle of the room and cry into my knees I've now cradled in my arms. I sit there and think about everything that has happened. Ollie. Where's Ollie? I grab my phone and try to text him. No reply. I try again and again and again until I've convinced myself that he's probably at home sleeping, and I'm worrying over nothing. I laid my phone down and noticed a glimpse of a lock on the floor of my dad's closet just barely open. I go toward it, opening the closet doors, revealing a chest with the lock I saw earlier next to it. Dad must have forgotten to put the lock back on. I open the chest and get bombarded with the photo albums and items from when I was a kid. I grab one of the albums and start to look through it. I see pictures of Mom and Dad when they were my age, pictures of their wedding, pictures of them in the hospital with what looks like me in their arms, and other memories such as family trips and anniversaries. The more I go through album after album, till I get to pictures of just Mom and a file in the back of it. The cover of the album labeled, "In loving memory of my lovely wife. I'm sorry." I looked through the pictures of Mom before taking the vanilla folder out. I didn't realize how much I'd forgotten her face. I miss her. Flipping from page to page as I struggle to flip through the last few pages, trying not to let the folder fall. A picture falls from it instead. It's Mom. Her hazel eyes containing only just a touch of green, now not so lively, staring out into the nothing. Blood seeping below her. It's the picture that one guy took of her. Although, the more I look at the picture, the more details I recognize, like the outfit she was wearing, her necklace, the knife that seemed to be recently dropped from the small hand, and the outfit of the little girl in the background. My outfit, covered in the same substance staining the now remembered gold ever necklace. I did it. Ziara. Dad stares at me with a new outfit, a bucket of water and a rag, and medication. What did I do? Who did I kill this time? I did it, didn't I? I killed Mom. And all this time, I just thought I wasn't enough for you. Why didn't you tell me? Why did you keep her file? Why did you lie to me? You told me she killed herself. Why? Tell me! I'm now in front of him, pushing him, anger going through me. Oliver's mom called. I stop. What? Oliver's dead, Ziora. And if only you just listened, it would have never happened. You're blaming me right now? After everything I just discovered in your room. Do you know what could have made me listen? If you just stayed, loved me, told me what the meds were for. If you weren't gonna get rid of me, you could have at least treated me like your daughter. You stopped being my daughter when you killed my wife. I understood him. I got why he hated me my whole life, and why he feared me. But it wasn't just anger going through me now. I despised him. And before I could stop myself, once again, everything went black. This time, when I woke up, I knew exactly what I did. Everyone I ever cared for was dead. I was still home. I wonder where I left him. I've killed both my parents. What kind of sane person does that? Someone who isn't. I shouldn't be trusted in this society. I can't be trusted. Not alive. About an hour goes by. Just as I was about to push the chair away from underneath me, I heard sirens, and a voice telling the same people who tended to my mother and a lot more others the area she thinks I am in. Lizzie.